This is what it all comes down to, folks. One race, one night, and one champion. Tonight, the Outcast Motorsports Gen 4 Series storms into Texas once again. A track where speed is brutal, mistakes are costly, and these cars demand respect. 5 drivers remain. I repeat, 5 drivers remain in the shot to get the championship tonight. We got Eric Johnson enters as the points leader. He is being hunted by Kyle Franklin. He's right there, ready to take it all away. Brandon Brock brings that aggression that can flip the championship in one single move. Jacob Answorth, he's waiting for chaos because Texas always delivers, and I think we may see that tonight. And of course, we've got Charles Wilson. He rolls in here with nothing to lose and everything to gain. At nearly 190 miles per hour, with inches between their bumpers and zero margin for error. Texas doesn't care about these points. Texas only rewards the fearless. When the checker flag flies, one driver will rise above the chaos. Welcome in, everybody. I'm the Glad Dad here with Outcast Motorsports Network. And yes, last race of the Gen 4 Series is tonight, and then we're going to take a nice deserved break for these fellas and regroup for season 4. Let's get down to the championship right here. Let's show these 5 drivers right here. You can see Eric Johnson leading the way with Kyle Franklin only 2 points back. Brandon Brock 4 points back now from Eric Johnson in 3rd, with Jacob Answorth in 4th. Charles Wilson bringing it in 5th, but he's only 10 points back. I mean, anything can happen tonight. We saw it in Season 2. Ryan Fuchs, who is Season 2's champion, was in 5th place in the points coming into the 13th race, the championship race. The top drivers had problems. Ryan Fuchs capitalized, drove a fantastic race, and came home with the championship. So we may see that happen again tonight. Let's see if we can do something here and see if we can get some drivers in to interview. I want to interview the top 5 if we can. Let's see if we can find him. Let's go ahead and get in. This guy right here, Eric Johnson, you got me.
Glad Dad, how we doing, brother?
Man, we're doing fantastic, man. It's championship night, and you're leading the points. How about that?
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's a big night tonight, man. It's going to be a fun one.
Well, let me ask you. I mean, does this bring confidence, or are you under pressure tonight? Because, hey, you may be a heavy competitor in here, but you've got some heavy hitters back behind you that are just a few points back. So, are you pressured? Or are you confident?
Nah, we're never pressured, man. We're always loose and you know. Can't put too much pressure on yourself. You know, at the end of the day, we're out here to have fun, and whatever happens, happens. But that said, you know, of course, we're going to give it our all and see if we can't bring one home here in the Gen 4 Series.
You know, these other guys, I have yet to talk to them. But how aggressive are we going to be tonight?
I don't know. It's a long race. Like, obviously, everybody's gonna want to get track position, and that's gonna kind of be the balance, you know. Like, how bad do you want it early? Like, is it worth it? I guess time will tell, really, as the first 2 runs kind of settle in. You know, if we get some green flag runs, and you'll kind of see where people's heads at.
That's right, man. Well, all I can say is good luck to you tonight. You're gonna need it. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, we're definitely going to need it. Tough track, very demanding. Got to stay laser focused and just hit your marks and try to be there at the end.
Absolutely, my friend. All right, buddy. Well, good luck tonight, and I hope everything works out for you. We're going to go ahead and send you back up there. And, yeah, hopefully we'll talk to you at the end as a champion.
Yeah, I hope so. Appreciate you, Adam. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, that was the points leader here. Let's go ahead and get into the booth now. second in the points. Let's see if we can find this cat. Got him, race room 3 coming on down. Kyle Franklin, you got me.
I got you, Adam.
Whew, how about this, man? You're only 2 points back from Eric Johnson here in the points. You're within striking distance. Are you gonna be racing Eric hard tonight? You're trying to capitalize on this championship, or racing the track more or less?
I'm going to race the track and myself and not make mistakes and see where I'm at the end. If me and Eric can put on a show, we'll try to put on a show there for around each other. I'm going to give him a lot of respect for out of what happened last season. You know, I always apologize to him, ruined both our nights. So, you know, hopefully that won't happen tonight.
Absolutely. Well, you know, you've turned 70 laps, coming up on 70 laps here in this practice. Not to mention you may or may not have practiced last night. So what better person to ask this? I mean, Texas rewards momentum. I mean, how critical is clean air here in these cars at this track?
You know, clean air is going to be pretty critical, I think. The car gets real tight when you're behind someone, but you could also loosen them up too, which, I mean, it could be good and bad. So you got to just, you know, take it easy and roll with it, you know, and not get on the gas too early.
Absolutely. All right, my friend. Well, yeah, like I said, 2 points back from the championship. Take it nice and smooth tonight. Make great choices. And hopefully we'll see you in the booth later on as the champion.
Yeah, Adam. Always, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, thank you.
All right, that was Kyle Franklin there, second in the points. Now let's see if we can't get one of my favorites here, who's also in the same race room. Yeah, one of my favorites, Brandon Brock. Glad to have in the booth. You got me.
Hey, yo.
Hey, man, how we doing tonight?
A little better. I feel a little better about my chances than I did Tuesday. So yeah, I can't complain too much.
Absolutely. Well, you know, you've been named the enforcer tonight, third in the points. You know, you're going to be aggressive, I have a feeling, and you're capable of flipping the script tonight. I mean, I've been watching you here in practice. You ran 60 laps tonight. I feel that you are fully capable of taking these two guys out, and not to dinner, but taking these two guys out that's in front of you and getting that championship under your belt.
Well, last season they did that by them all on their own. They took themselves out. So, we're gonna be aggressive. We're gonna try and go for maximum points. Strategy, I don't really know. We'll see where I am after the first stint. Also, right there, it really gets loose off a 2. It kind of wants to snap around on you. So I'm not quite sure it'll go caution-free. But, yeah, we'll see. I'm sure we'll get a few curveballs thrown our way at some point.
Oh, yeah. And as you being the enforcer here, I'm going to ask you this question. I want the most honest answer you can give me. If the championship is decided by one bold move, are you willing to make it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. That's what I like
usually
to hear.
I try to be, I try to be like fair and reasonable, but when it comes down to it, there's a championship on the line here. If I have an opportunity to go like 3 wide with 10 to go or whatever, it's happening. Absolutely.
That's what I want to hear. I want you guys, 5 drivers here fighting for this championship. You guys have spent 12 races getting here, and to just let it slip out because of track etiquette with all this on the line, man,
Yeah.
I want to see some 3 wide, 4 wide, some bump and runs. You know, that's what the Glad Dad's here for. That's what these fans and the Twitch stream are here for.
Yeah, I think they're in for a good show. We'll see. All 5 of the guys in contention tonight shot at it, so I'm really looking forward to this race. I know this might be a minority opinion, but I'm gonna kind of miss this car. I think it's a driver's car. I know it's got some flaws, but I like that it's not full throttle all the way around. You actually have to use the brakes, and you gotta have throttle control. So I'm gonna miss that a little bit, but let's try and give it a good send off here.
Absolutely. All right, my friend, but good luck tonight, and hopefully we'll see you here at Champion.
Yep.
Have a good one. All right, folks, that was 3rd and points. Now let's see if we can't get this guy right here. Jacob Answorth, where is he? There he is, race room 8. Jacob Answorth, Glad Dad to Booth, you got me.
Yes, sir.
How we doing tonight, my friend? How we doing tonight?
Oh, man. Really just trying to have a nice, good, clean race and finish where I finish. Trying to get all that stress off my mind, which, easier said than done sometimes,
Absolutely. Well, that brings me into my first question. Would you saying that? I mean, Jacob, you're still mathematically alive here. I know you're 4th in points, but we saw last season someone from 5th take it and run with it. Like I said, you're mathematically alive. What's the mindset going in tonight? I know you said you're just going to try to take it easy, but if it boils down to it, are you going to try to make a bold move here if points allow?
Oh, absolutely. If I have an opportunity, I'll take it. Not beyond the point of reason, you know what I mean? But
Absolutely.
I'm just really throwing everything into race pace at this point.
Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, I know you're going to be watching the points tonight. Since you're 4th, I mean, you got a little bit of ground to make up. Not a whole lot. I mean, the points are tight. We got Charles Wilson back there. He's 10 points back. So, I mean, you're, I think, 8 points out. So I would like to see some aggression out of you. I know you've got the pace, you've got the skill, but we can't afford to give up spots tonight by any means. So hopefully we'll talk to you here a champion.
Hey, fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, I got my fingers and toes and my legs crossed. So, good luck tonight, buddy.
Likewise, thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, and we've got one guy left. And we're going to get him in here right now from race room 5.
Put me in a pissy mood.
No, they didn't. Jiminy Cricket himself,
Hey, man.
my mentor here on and off the track,
Yeah.
Mr. Wilson, 5th in points, man.
Yes, sir.
I got you named here as the long shot. Nothing to lose and
The long shot.
Yep. Nothing to lose and everything to gain tonight. You ran a good race Tuesday. So I feel like you're gonna do good tonight.
Yeah, I made a slight miscalculation and ran a little bit long on my second stint on Tuesday. Hope to not make that mistake tonight. But still a good finish, and looking forward to a good finish tonight. Just happy to be in the chase. Proud of myself. Did well this season. A lot of help from the rest of the Outcast members, as usual. And just excited to be part of the league and appreciate everything that you do. And a chance to chat with you in the booth is always something to be revered.
Oh, absolutely, man. I appreciate the kind words, and from all of us here at Outcast, as a community and as a whole, we are absolutely proud to have you here, fighting for this championship. I mean, we saw Ryan Fuchs take it last season from 5th place, and you're closer than he was last season. So I mean, you're only 10 points back. So anything can happen here.
Yes,
So,
sir. That's,
anyway,
Ryan's performance gives me hope.
oh yeah, your performance gives me hope. Hey, and tonight, you know how you always tell me stay out the way, Charles. You can't stay out the way tonight. You got to get up there. You got to qualify good, which qualifying's starting right now. So we won't keep you, but
Yes,
hopefully we'll talk to you later as a champion, or at least
yes,
in the podium.
I'll be out there like a little chick with my elbows just slightly out, and if need be, I may rub a little elbows. But instead of full out, I'm going to be sneaking in, so they better watch out.
Absolutely. All right, buddy. Well, good luck tonight, and we'll see you soon.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right, folks. That was some long interviews there, but we got 5 people to talk to. I wanted to get their mindset before they take the track, because their mindset may or may not change. But yeah, let's get down trackside here as qualifying has started. Let's go ahead and pull up the stats here, as we've got Ian Montrose here out for his qualifying run. Looks like Peterson's going to grab a 29.87 for his first lap, as Ian Montrose is out there. Drew Kuhn currently sitting 3rd. Eric Johnson up to 2nd. Matt Marklin with a great time so far. I don't know if it's going to stick, though. Eric Johnson to the top of the board, 29.53. So far, looks like we've just got Johnson, one of the championship leader here, out on track. Drew Calvert, fast as ever. Lova Jackson. Good luck, drivers, especially at 18. Charles Wilson coming to grab his first lap of the night. Charles Wilson looking really strong in practice. Coming out of turn 4 for his first lap here. Currently 10th fastest. Kyle Franklin now out on track, rolling. So we still got Brandon Brock and Jacob Answorth, part of the championship drivers here. Still need to make a lap. And we've got Josh Newman out there. And just take a look here at Josh Newman's car. It's okay to be an outcast. Who said that? Glad Dad. Oh my goodness. Charles Wilson, 8th fastest right now. Last season's Gen 4 champion, Ryan Fuchs. How we doing, Crew Chief Franklin? All right, Kyle Franklin out there, now 5th fastest, coming to complete his 2nd lap here. Down the backstretch, looking fast. Full speed, almost 9,000 RPMs coming out of turn 4 across the start-finish line. And best is 4th place for Kyle Franklin. Now Brandon Brock out there. Yeah, these cars sound so good. Brandon Brock, 10th fastest right now, coming down the backstretch for his 2nd time. Across the start-finish line now. Where's this going to put Brock to 3rd? It's going to put Kyle Franklin down to 5th. Does anybody have anything for Eric Johnson, or are they going to let him walk away with another bonus point for grabbing the pole here? And we got Jacob Answorth. Coming out of turn 4, what's it going to be for Jacob Answorth? Currently 13th fastest. Where's it going to put him? 8th. 8th fastest here. Unfortunate there. I mean, I'd say 8th is decent, but he really needs a get up there as quickly as possible. Track position is key here in these Gen 4s. Whew. We've got, looks like 2 minutes left in qualifying, which everybody on track has qualified. Everybody registered for this race tonight. So we will sit here in silence for a second, take a quick bathroom break before we get down to the nitty gritty. Be right back. And it's time. Pubert Johnson in the chat. Let's go racing. Yeah, let's go racing. And let's get down to the starting lineup for tonight's race. Starting on the front row, Eric Johnson with Ian Montrose starting P2. Brandon Brock rolling out third with Ryan Fuchs in fourth. Kyle Franklin starting fifth. Kel Peterson to his outside in sixth. Joshua Newman rolling out seventh with Jacob Answorth in eighth. Drew Calvert starting ninth. Matt Marklin in 10th. Charles Wilson 11th with Ronnie Welchel to his outside in P12. David Vodka starting 13th with Shining Steve Giberson in 14th. Drew Kuhn 15th with Tim Freet in 16th. And that was also Rob Hamilton there. Sorry, that one skipped. Just about everybody here is loaded in, waiting on one other driver. We got it. Now the pace car's gonna be rolling off here. Ronnie O 22 got the popcorn ready. Sorry, Rob Hamilton Gaming. We'll get you right there. There we go. Rob Hamilton rolling out 16th. I'm not sure why it waited till the last second to do that. And let's take a look at the drivers we have tonight on camera. Such beautiful faces, 5 drivers tonight. We're going to start from the back to the front. We've got Ryan Fuchs, last season's Gen 4 champion. Rob Hamilton out here with Ronnie Welchel. Shining Steve Giberson and Eric Johnson. Good luck to those drivers tonight. Folks, get the game faces on, pull those belts tight. We're going racing. 130 laps here at Texas.
Green, green, green.
Eric Johnson out to the lead. Ian Montrose, though, right to his bumper. Down the backstretch for the first time, coming up to speed. Down into turn 3. And out of turn 4. Oh, it looks like Ryan Fuchs into the wall. Three wide battle for the lead right now. Ian Montrose, though, taking it. Johnson moves back to second. Brandon Brock's got something to prove here as he's on the outside making something happen. Brandon Brock now moves up into second place, sorry. Eric Johnson down to third. But don't look yet. You got this guy right here on the bumper. Looking to the outside. Kyle Franklin to the outside of Eric Johnson. Ian Montrose, gotta watch out. Brandon Brock's on the move right now. Another guy on the move, up 2 spots from the start of the green flag. Jacob Answorth. Already up to 6th place. Josh Newman, Kel Peterson battling here. Brandon Brock now taking the lead from Montrose. And looks like he's setting sail here, about a half a second now over Montrose. Kyle Franklin still battling Johnson. Looks like Franklin's going to pull out in front here, and yeah, Kyle Franklin up to 3rd. Jacob Answorth looking to do something here with Fuchs right now. Charles Wilson 5 seconds back now from Freet. Started from the pits. Welcome in Lassiri. With a party of 9, I hear you. Brock now 3/4 of a second in the lead, but you know, don't look now. Kyle Franklin though making the move. He's closing in on Montrose for 2nd. Montrose hit below the white line there, kind of shoved the car up a little bit, lost some momentum. .9600 RPMs coming down the front stretch. How about that? Closing in on Montrose to his bumper now. He's better than Montrose is in 3 and 4. Eric Johnson now still, he's gapped now 2 seconds back from Franklin. Franklin's still not up to Montrose right now, but Jacob Answorth moved up into 5th, passing Josh Newman. Jacob Answorth closing in on an 18. As Kel Peterson's looking low on the 4. Very nice battles going on here. Drew Kuhn all the way up 5 spots into 10th. Rob Hamilton up 5 spots as well. One of the big movers. And in touch of the wall there, Brandon Brock 1.1 second lead now over Montrose. Kyle Franklin still has not been able to close up. Take a look at your fastest 5-lap average drivers. Brandon Brock, woo! His average lap is under a 30. So that's saying something there coming from Brandon Brock. He is on the move. He's a lightning bolt tonight. Kyle Franklin, though, has the fastest. Well, Brandon and Kyle both have the fastest lap. And the biggest gainers, Rob Hamilton and Drew Kuhn up 5. Franklin dropping back just a little bit here. Eric Johnson still maintaining that gap over Answorth. On board with Answorth here. Committed to that bottom line for sure. Answorth hadn't really moved around much to try to find any extra grip. I don't really think there's any extra grip as of now. I mean, we're only 17 laps in to a 130 lap race. So the line hadn't really moved up any. Kel Peterson, though, closing in, though. Only a 10th back. Not even a car length now. Separates the two. Roseblood Grandma, yes. Brock has that rocket fuel tonight. Calvert and Fuchs battling here. '86 machine looking sharp tonight. Love that black and yellow. Always a great combo. Franklin now almost a second back from Montrose. Johnson, he's gained that gap back. Now 3/10, about 4 car lengths or so separates these two. And Josh Newman now trying to rally back to get up to Peterson. Fantastic turnout so far tonight here in the Twitch stream. Seen nearly 50 people here in the stream watching at one given time. That's insane to me. How much love and support you showing to these guys. Brock still gaining time on Montrose. Lap after lap. Drew Calvert dropped back from Fuchs, and now he's dropping back to another Drew Kuhn in 10th. And you got this guy right here, David Vodka. This cat right here has been fast all season long. Super proud of him. He's come a long way, that's for sure. Really proud of Vodka. Charles Wilson's moved up some spots here, currently in the 15th position. Looking to do something with Matt Marklin in the 51. Looks like we got a pretty good gap between all these drivers. Just trying to settle in here. Answorth just doing what he needs to do. 25 laps into this race. I believe these drivers can go a little over 30 laps if I had to guess. Brock still leading, still gaining time now. Second and a half between the drivers. Between Brock and Montrose. Franklin, though, now closing back up here on Montrose. It won't be long, just a couple more laps if he keeps these lap times up. He'll be able to catch Montrose. But Ian, getting to Ian's one thing, passing him's another. This guy's been fast these last couple of races. There's a good even gap between these guys right here, all inside, you know, the top 10 or so. Nose to tail. Johnson and Answorth, nose to tail, Montrose and Franklin. Brenda Brock still seems to be the fastest here. Ryan Fuchs with the best average. Brandon Brock clutching though, saving fuel. Trying to go the distance. Montrose not saving, closing in actually. 3/10 faster than Brock that last time by. Johnson still leading Answorth. Kel Peterson closing in on Answorth once again. Kel Peterson looking low on Answorth. Oh, Kel loose. Got into the grass. Left side's in the grass. Didn't really slow him down, though. Lost a little bit of ground, but not much. Still to the back bumper of Answorth. Brandon Brock down pit road. Montrose and Franklin go right on by. Montrose up to the lead. So Brandon Brock, the first of the championship contenders to pit. Kyle Franklin moves up into second. Thank you, Mom 2R BD. Looks like we got Eric Johnson coming down pit road. Man, a whole slew of drivers coming down for their stop. Jacob Answorth going around the 10 of Montrose. We're going to see probably fuel only from these drivers. Only 35 laps in tonight. Kyle Franklin down pit road as well. No speeding from Franklin. Can't afford it. He sees the other drivers. He went a lap around. Sees them pulling out. Down into his box. No tires for Kyle Franklin. Matt Marklin's still out. Yeah, Ant to Glad Daddy. That's perfect. Matt Marklin down. Yeah, I'm not sure, Ronnie O22, what happened to Montrose there. Looks like he was just going overly slow. 50 seconds total time. Everybody else was around the 45 mark, so just being too patient on pit road, looks like. Brandon Brock going to be back out front here once he passes Matt Markland. There he goes. Kyle Franklin now moves up into second. Welcome in JKKSR. Championship night for these drivers. If you guys weren't aware, go back and watch the beginning of the broadcast where I interview all 5 of them, kind of get in their head, what they're thinking. And I'll show you right here. These right here are the 5 drivers competing for the championship tonight. Eric Johnson leading the way with Kyle Franklin in second. Brandon Brock third with Jacob Answorth and Charles Wilson fourth and fifth. But you can see Wilson's only 10 points back from taking over this thing. So anything can happen. Brock 4.2 seconds in the lead. Kel Peterson in third with Drew Calvert in fourth. Johnson kind of lost a little bit, and Jacob Answorth lost a lot. Came in here, I think, fifth or sixth, and now he's ninth. Oh, thank you, Rosebud Grandma. I appreciate that, the kind words. Looking off the back of Josh Newman's car. No, I don't think anybody took tires running. And Brandon Brock clutching. He's still saving. He's on fuel mileage mode. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. 46 total time. No one. Looks like no one took tires on that first stop, Ronnie. Fuel only for these drivers. Hi, Ronnie 22. Yeah, you think that's crazy. Let's see. Josh Newman. Yeah, looking off that. If you look, it's got my quote right there. You can say, it says, "It's okay to be an outcast." Glad Dad said that. That's pretty awesome that Josh Newman put that on the back of his car. because I notoriously say that each and every broadcast at the end of the show. Brandon Brock still leading the way, 7 seconds. Got a 7-second lead over Franklin. And Kel Peterson looking to pass Franklin, as so is Drew Calvert. 3 wide here. Franklin's not going to like this. Now it settles back down into 2 wide. Oh, no problem. Drew Calvert now looking to get around the 11. Yeah, these guys aren't here to play around tonight. It's very rare you see all the drivers on one single strategy, especially early in this. Usually we see, like Ronnie 22 in the race Tuesday night. He was off schedule from some other guys. Like, there was 3 different strategies playing out here in that race. And to see all these drivers not take tires and just take fuel only at lap 33, 34 is insane. Eric Johnson getting around a lap car here. Josh Newman and Fuchs nose to tail. Now side by side. These guys can't get away from one another. They've been tangled up the entire race. There you go. Ryan Fuchs, last season's Gen 4 champion. Came back from last place in the standings to win the championship because the other drivers in front of him had problems. Just shows it is possible to win these things from the back. You don't have to be leading. Brandon Brock, just about 7-second lead still. And clutching. Get on board here with Brandon Brock. Not clutching in 3 and 4, can't afford to. It's such a high-speed corner. You're almost full speed, full throttle. And I'm not liking what I'm seeing. If you guys are looking out the windshield of Brandon Brock's race car, you can see that's Charles Wilson right there. Charles Wilson's got the leader of Brock in his mirror. Charles Wilson saving though on a different strategy. Here goes Brandon Brock around. Kel Peterson, Drew Calvert here battling. This is for second place. Kyle Franklin falling back. Johnson by himself right now. Fuchs actually able to pull away from Josh Newman just a little bit. And Answorth running by himself. Ian Montrose, yeah, he had to have had problems on pit road or something because he's down to 9th place. Got David Vodka all over him. David Vodka sitting in 10th, having a good run tonight. Charles Wilson first car 1 lap down. In 13th, hoping for a caution. Drew Kuhn coming up to the leader right now to unlap himself. Kel Peterson got a little bit of gap now between him and Calvert. You see Calvert there in third, having a nice night so far. Let's take a look at the fastest guys on the track. Brandon Brock, the fastest with the 5-lap average. But you can see Kyle Franklin's up there, not too far back, but definitely slower than Brock, Peterson, and Calvert by at least 0.3 on average. But he's got no one in his directions 5 seconds forward and backwards. Everybody's spread out, just doing their own thing here. Oh, I can imagine. Nice to see Kel Peterson running good up here tonight. Eric Johnson's 6 seconds back from Franklin right now, 2 seconds ahead of Fuchs. So really spread out right now, just trying to go through the motions of saving tires, saving fuel. We should start seeing some pit stops happen about lap 66. We're at 58 right now. So should start seeing something start around 66. Which will put you halfway in this race. Brock, not any traffic right now. Got smooth sailing though. You can see he's coming up on the 10 of Ian Montrose right now. That's 10th place to try to put him a lap down. And he's going to do it. Montrose though pinching him. He's going to get clear though. Only 9 drivers left on the lead lap. David Vodka next in line. 2.5 seconds, though, ahead of Brandon Brock. So still got a ways here. Josh Newman having a decent night. Just everybody's really just spread out here. Jacob Answorth down low on the track for some reason. Not sure why. Has moved up into the 7th position though. Pitted out in 9th, so he's moved up a couple spots since this pit cycle. And now looking at Ryan Fuchs, got him under a second here. Jacob definitely on the move, and we've got Eric Johnson just ahead of Fuchs. Right at a second. Fuchs fighting lap traffic here of Steve Giberson. All right, pit stop should be commencing here any lap. Brandon Brock, one of the first ones to come down pit road the first time. First pit cycle. So we're going to see if he keeps up the routine and actually pits. Kel Peterson, though, closing in a little bit, little by little, but he's still got a lot of ground to make up. 6.5 seconds. All right, Brandon Brock's in his window now. Pitted on 33. We're on 66 now. Looks like he can go another time by. Drew Calvert down. Watching the leader. Drew Calvert pitted same lap as Brandon Brock. Brandon coming down now. Guarantee you these drivers, they're going to take tires this time. Kel Peterson going to go around. Kyle Franklin will as well. Kyle's pitting right now. Getting her woe down to 45 miles per hour. Kel Peterson down pit road. Eric Johnson coming in. Looks like Kyle Franklin took some tires. Eric Johnson will take them as well. Kel Peterson down. Ryan Fuchs now taking the lead. Jacob Answorth still out there. Going to the bottom though. Jacob's calling it in. Answorth down pit road. Got to be easy there on that transition here at Texas. Slowing it down to 45 miles per hour. Brandon Brock coming through traffic now. Trying to let these new tires work. Trying to go underneath the 4 and back around the 57. Jacob Answorth coming off pit road right now. 48-second total time for Answorth. A little bit slower than some of the other guys like Brock. 45 seconds from start of pit road to the end. So 3 seconds in pits definitely going to matter on the track. Kyle Franklin currently second in the points, running fifth right now. Had a decent pit stop. Up to fourth. Charles Wilson getting service down pit road. Drew Kuhn as well with Tim Freet. And Ronnie Welchel. Brandon Brock now back out in front. Nearly 5 seconds ahead of Kel Peterson now. Josh Newman, Answorth battling once again. Drew Kuhn coming off pit road now. Not going to interfere between the 4 and the 74. Jacob Answorth fourth in this championship. Getting around the 4. Jacob Answorth now up to 7th. And looking to do something to Ryan Fuchs here. Less than a second separates these two. Drew Calvert being run down by Kyle Franklin at this very moment. See Kyle Franklin right there, still in 4th place, running decent laps. Let's take a look here. Montrose fastest on track right now. Kyle Franklin's 2nd fastest as far as the 5-lap averages go. And right now, who's got the bonus point for the fastest lap? Well, that's going to go to Eric Johnson. Substantially, just about 2/10 faster on his fastest lap. That's not what these guys that are chasing him want to see. Franklin getting around Drew Calvert. So Kyle Franklin up to 3rd. And if I am not mistaken here, let's ride along with Brandon Brock. Seems like he's saving fuel as he's running like 30.8s. Absolutely, yeah. They do have the speed. And I hate to say this, Crew Chief Franklin, but a caution would really reset things. Kel Peterson doing a fantastic job. But Kyle Franklin on the move, got 7/10 of a second from Kel Peterson now. Kyle definitely putting the lap after lap. He's putting in the work. You can see there, oh, Kel loose. Going underneath Kel Peterson right now. It's going to give Kyle Franklin the spot. As he's battling with the 62, who is a lap down. So Kyle Franklin up to second now. Less than 5 seconds away from Brandon Brock. Oh, Kel Peterson back there loose off the exit of 2. Brandon Brock in some lap traffic, just a little bit. Yeah, Kyle's definitely wanting a green flag run here. And we didn't have any cautions Tuesday night in that championship race, and it doesn't look like we're going to have any cautions tonight either. You know, the Outcast boys, they do a phenomenal job on track. Kyle Franklin over a half a second, well over a half a second faster than Brock was the last 3 laps. So Kyle on the move. Eric Johnson running down Drew Calvert. At least trying to. Calvert running 4th, Johnson 5th. Answorth now has kind of lost a little bit to Fuchs, not really gaining much. Charles Wilson got a nice heavy gap between his positions, running 10th. Brock able to get around the 60. Only a second and a half. You can see Brock coming across the start finish line now. Kyle Franklin there as well. They're trying to save just a tick so they can do it all in one more stop. And 2 sets of tires for this race, so they've already taken 1 set. They're going to take this last set and go to work. That's the best thing to describe it. But less than a second now separates these 2 drivers, Brock and Franklin. Looking back now, you can see Franklin's really closed in. Kyle's really, he's stuck to that bottom religiously. I say that as he goes up to the top now. Side by side. Franklin and Brock battle for the lead here at lap 92. And around goes Kyle Franklin. The 11, first time tonight he's seen the lead. And now he's gonna set sail. How about that? Current laps led as of right now. Brandon Brock has led 80 laps of this race. So Brock's definitely going to get some bonus points for leading the most laps tonight. Well, if Eric Johnson is your hero there, here he is on track. Currently running in the 4th position. Having some good lap times. Waiting for this last pit stop to commence. Probably close to around lap 100. Crew Chief Franklin, absolutely every bonus point counts. And Brandon Brock's currently sitting in 3rd place in the points. Eric definitely closing in on Kel Peterson. Half a second faster that last time by than Peterson. Now under 2nd. Eric should be able to get this position before he pits. It would be kind of important though for him to grab it. On board with Eric Johnson. Yeah, Crew Chief Franklin, I mean, you're exactly right. Those added bonus points will help, but here's the thing. Kyle Franklin's now led laps as well, so the bonus point that Brock had just kind of washes away because he's fighting Franklin as well for a point. For points here. Eric Johnson now to the back of the 20 of Peterson. Now looking low on the 20. Oh, Kel Peterson hard in the wall, got really tight out of 2. Josh Newman down pit road for his last stop of the night. Definitely going to be able to, everybody should be able to pit one more time and be able to make it on fuel for sure. Man, Kyle Franklin really set sail here, over 4-second lead over Brandon Brock. So now we're going to play the game of who pits first. And you know who it's going to be? Brandon Brock down pit road first. Kel Peterson pitting as well. So that's going to leave Franklin, Johnson, and Answorth out. Brock's going to have a good stop here. Kyle Franklin down pit road. Drew Calvert as well. Eric Johnson now calling it down pit road for his last stop of the evening. Definitely grabbing some fuel. Brandon Brock already out. Coming down the apron off the access road. Getting back up on the track. Answorth still out. Kyle Franklin just ahead of Answorth. David Vodka down for his stop. He shouldn't be able to catch Kyle Franklin here as Kyle took tires. So he'll be able to pull away quickly. So it won't, Jacob won't ever get to him. Ryan Fuchs in the lead though. Kyle Franklin's going to have clean track ahead of him after he passes 10 feet, which he just did. Plenty of clean racing surface ahead. Clean air. After this stop, Brandon Brock is a little over 3 seconds back from Franklin. Franklin putting in some killer laps. Eric Johnson should rally up to third place after the cycle has completed itself. As you can see, Ryan Fuchs, Jacob Answorth down pit road with Ian Montrose. That's going to put Johnson up to third place. Drew Kuhn still left the pit. Trying to work his way around the 57. Wow, Glatmom, which is my wife, a 30 stream streak. I hear you. Absolutely, yeah, laps led. Here we go. Brandon Brock has led 80. Kyle Franklin has led 11. Ryan Fuchs 7. So I guarantee it, well, it's impossible to pass Brandon Brock since the the race is only 130 laps long. Oh, no problem, no problem. Kyle Franklin ahead 3.3 seconds over Brock. Drew Kuhn still needing a pit. Won't be long now, just a couple of more laps. There's no way he can make it. Last pitted on lap 71. And there he goes. Drew Kuhn calling it down pit road right now. So around goes Eric Johnson, you can see there. Gonna put Johnson up to third. Jacob Answorth trying to fight and catch Josh Newman. About a half a second gap between the two. As you can see the sun coming up. Get on board here with Jacob Answorth. Oh, Josh Newman loose in front of him. That's going to easily be going to be able to catch him now. Momentum lost off the exit of 4 is absolutely crucial to the speed here. Jacob doing a fine job. Fastest laps of the race. Let's take a look. Eric Johnson still leading the way with the fastest lap. So that's definitely a point. Brock only 600ths back. Fastest 5-lap average right now. There's 2 guys in the 29.9s. Charles Wilson and Kel Peterson. Oh, and Kyle Franklin. Kyle putting in the work. 3.8 seconds now ahead of Brandon Brock. Josh Newman now looking off the back of Newman's car. Jacob Ainsworth still back there. Oh, trying to exit low to get some momentum. You can see he's there. Around he goes. Ainsworth up another spot to 5th. Man, he's got 2 seconds to catch Fuchs here. Oh, looks like Ian Montrose was loosey-goosey off the corner. Eric Johnson about 7 seconds between him in the front car and him in the back one. Got plenty of gap between them for position. Brandon Brock still 3.5 seconds back from Kyle Franklin. Franklin coming into 3 now. This is going to put us at 15 laps remaining. Now the gap, 4 seconds. Jacob Ainsworth is just as fast as Kyle Franklin is, but man, he's 19 seconds back. No way to catch him. If it stays green, looks like Johnson will probably bring it home in 3rd. He's a little over 6 seconds ahead. The guy behind him. These 2 guys swapping fast times here, Franklin and Brock. No really time to be lost or gained. Still about 4 seconds. I wouldn't mind seeing a caution, though. Come on, somebody spin out. These guys are too perfect. Kyle Franklin coming up on Ronnie Walchel now. Oh, we wanted a caution before, crew chief, when Franklin was in third or fourth. Now that he's leading, you don't want a caution. Caution, 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 caution. It's Shining Steve Giberson down pit road. Lane Montrose, no battle for position here. Rob Hamilton as well. Here we go. Josh Newman, Drew Calvert. About to get ready to battle. No real time being gained or lost between them, so probably not. Drew Kuhn, Kel Peterson battling, though. That is full position. Drew Kuhn, 10th faster, 3 laps in a row. Jacob Ainsworth closing the gap. 1.7 seconds now separates him from Fuchs, so it's taken him 7 laps to get down 2 or 3 tenths. Don't think it's going to be enough time for Ainsworth to catch Fuchs. Johnson is closing the gap on Brandon Brock, but with coming to 5 laps to go, I don't think he's going to have enough time either. Brock, clean track. Kyle Franklin doing what he needs to do to keep these guys behind him tonight, late in this race. Still battles on the track right now. Newman and Calvert. Calvert still trying to do what he can to catch Newman. Ainsworth just about closed up on Fuchs now. Only about 7 tenths now separate these two. Not going to have enough time, I believe. Although Ainsworth is putting down some crazy fast laps right now. Kyle Franklin coming down the backstretch and into 3 to grab the white flag. Kyle Franklin from Tri-Cities, Washington, has been a huge role model for the Outcast community as a whole. Always there at all hours of the day or night to help anybody who needs help, to, help them and, increase their racecraft. And Kyle Franklin's going to capture the flag here tonight. Finally, the dry spell of freaking Franklin is over with. There's his buddy there, Brandon Brock. These guys practice together week in and week out, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. A lot of congratulatory bumps there coming from the rest of the community. They always race their guts out week in and week out. Kyle Franklin coming up to the start-finish line right now to burn it down, baby. Now that's how you do donuts there, folks. Fantastic job from Franklin and the rest of the field. Looking good tonight. Looking good tonight. Haha. Brock the Troll. I don't ever want to hear the words "I suck at this track" from him ever again. It's all a ruse. He says, "Oh, I'm only good at short tracks." And then comes out here and wins this thing. When I thought for sure Brandon Brock had what it took to win, looks like Kyle Franklin had what it took to win. All right, let's take a look here at the finish results for tonight's race. You can see it right there on your screen. Kyle Franklin bringing it home. 5.8 second lead over Brandon Brock, who brings it home in second. Eric Johnson third, with Ryan Fuchs in fourth. Jacob Answorth fifth. Joshua Newman bringing it home in sixth place. Drew Calvert, nice run for him, in seventh. Charles Wilson gave it his all tonight in eighth. Drew Kuhn brings it home ninth. Kel Peterson 10th. David Vodka 11th, with Rob Hamilton at 12th. Ian Montrose in 13th, Matt Markland 14th, Ronnie Welchel 15th, Steve Giverson 16th, Tim Freet 17th. And that's going to be it. Only 17 drivers showed up and showed out tonight. Appreciate you guys. And let's go ahead and get in this guy right here. Eric Johnson. Mr. Johnson, glad to have the booth. You
My
got me.
bad.
What's going
What up,
on,
brother?
man? Hey, solid run tonight. I think you had the fastest lap of 29:50, so that's pretty smoking fast. So I think you're gonna get a point for that. And you were leading coming into this thing, but you know it all boils down to points. And the guy that's over the points, you know, he's a little bit busy with life and such. So we
He's
don't
a little
know
bit busy.
we don't know who's gonna win or who won
He's
the
tugging.
championship.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, you know, because we get bonus points for the pole. Obviously, we led a lap. We had the fastest lap. Brandon finishing in between us probably is going to be what ends up deciding it by 1 point, if I had to be honest. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm not the points guy, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, and Brock led 80 laps of the race, so he definitely gets points for leading the most laps. So, which kind of washes out his lap lead with yours and Kyle's. So, a lot to consider. But anyway, enough about that. Solid run from you tonight. And from green to checkered. I mean, can't say enough about these guys at their performance tonight.
Yeah, another full race without a yellow. Very impressive. I mean, track got slick. She was tight. She was loose. So, hats off to the Outcast guys for putting on a show once again. Appreciate all them guys. That's what it's all about around here. Just get better and just have some good, clean, hard racing.
That's right. And I'm not sure everybody knows, but we will be leaving this car behind in Season 4, unfortunately. But we're going to go to something better. The Gen 6 car.
I don't know about unfortunately. iRacing kind of took what the Gen 4 was and turned it into something that is just kind of meh. So we're going to switch it up and see if we can't get a little more action out there, and hopefully the old Gen 6 will put on a show for everybody watching.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. It's a car you've got a wheel, so I'm curious to see how it's going to work out in Season 4. I think you're going to bring the championship home next season in that car. I mean, you've raced it more than anybody else, so you've definitely got the most experience.
Yeah, I don't know. I do like the car, but we've raced at a lot of bigger tracks, so we'll see how she plays when we get to the little smaller stuff and some of these longer runs. It'll be fun.
Absolutely. All right, man. Well, if you got any shout outs for the very last time, let's get those and we'll get you on your way.
You know, we got Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Auto America, Serta Simmons, Jackie Jones, J&M Group. We got Robert's Ball Screw out there, LuLaRoe by Tammy T-Lit. Of course, you got Drew Kuhn over there at Pinnacle Wraps, and you up there in the booth, Adam, calling all the shots here at Outcast Motorsports Network, making us look pretty. Looks pretty cool, man.
Appreciate that, my friend. Appreciate that. All right, buddy, we'll get out of here, and yeah, we'll talk to you very soon.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
You too. All right, let's get this guy in here. Brandon Brock, man.
Hey.
My math's not mathing. I'm not sure what's going on, who's going to win this thing, but man, one heck of a performance tonight. Led 80 laps.
That's all I know.
Led 80 laps tonight.
Yep. I mean, it's going to be close between the top three. I can't really math that well, but it might be like a 3-point gap or so between the top three. Because I got the most lap led. I led a lap. So I think Eric got the fastest lap. He got the pole. So it's going to be close between those two, I think. But I think I'm more than likely P3 here. Yeah, I felt like based on where I was in the points, I don't think my strategy call was bad. I think Kyle just executed it better. I was trying to gap those guys as much as I could. So when I ran out my fuel only stint, that either he was just now catching me or had just caught me, but he We're back. Okay.
Oh, yep, lost you there for a second.
Yeah, don't know what happened there. Sorry. I forget what I was saying. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I was hoping that by the time I ran my second stint out with the fuel only, either they were just now passing me or I had a bit of a gap still. But Kyle kept just close enough, and he got me a few laps earlier than what I would have liked. So he kind of gapped me a little bit. And once the sun came out, it was just I couldn't get through 1 and 2 like I had been. It was just kind of a plow box. So we'll take a P2 here. Like I said, I don't think I had a bad strategy call. I think Kyle just executed better.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. All right, well, if you got any sponsor shout-outs or any other shout-outs, I know you had some fans in the stands tonight. We'll get those, and we'll get you on your way.
Yeah, as always, all the viewers that show up to watch this every week, it's good entertainment, and we love seeing everybody in the chat. Even if you're just lurking, we love it. Man, as always, our league sponsors that keep everything going, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Curtis Simmons, Auto America, Roberts Ball Screw, LuLaRoe, J&M Group, Pinnacle Wraps, Jackie Jones, Outcast Motorsports Network, you for broadcasting this. Man, I'm looking forward to see what the Gen 6 car brings for Thursdays. Just because you can go flat out in that car doesn't mean you should. So it's gonna be who I think manages the tires the best. Kind of like what it is here, just probably a little closer action, I'd imagine. So I'm looking forward to that after our little break here.
Absolutely. We'll get on track, get some practice, because we only got a few weeks before we start back up. So super excited about that.
Yep.
All right, buddy. We'll have a good one, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Cheers.
Thank you. All right, folks, let's get in tonight's winner. Mr. Kyle Franklin, finally, the dry spell is over. Kyle Franklin back in victory lane once again. Kyle, you got me.
I got you, Adam.
Man, how about that run, dude? Nice late run speed coming out of the 11 camp.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to find it. I was actually trying to keep up with Brandon and Ian there, and then so I just looking for a groove, waiting for late run speed as it gets slick. So as the degrees go up, the better the car feels to me. And I just hit my marks, and I didn't make any mistakes, that I know of, and just was there at the end,
Absolutely, yeah, solid run for sure. And we don't know who's going to win the championship just yet. The guy the mathematician is, out doing real world stuff while we're here on the simulator.
No.
So
we're gonna make you wait.
Well, it's all by design. You know how the Kaizen is.
It's all good, man. I understand real life, and I can't expect him to be here every single, time. Real life gets me too.
Yeah, I think he's the only one with a job.
I'm in between my job right now. I come home, race, and go back to work. So.
Oh well. All right, buddy. Well, if you have any shout outs, you had a ton of fans in the stands tonight, including Ellie and Chrissy. Make sure you give those a shout out when you're doing it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. Ellie and Chrissy for being my support. Like I said, she was mad at me for not practicing. So, And then, shout out to you, Adam, up there in the booth in Outcast Motorsports. Shout out to all the guys. I mean, 2 races in a row on championship night, and we go green flag to checkered. I mean, how many leagues can you say that on championship night? Like, you can't. Hands down, best league. Also, shout out to Franklin Racing there, and to Pinnacle Wraps, Drive Extinction, Jackie Jones, J&M Group, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Auto America, Grand Island, Serta Simmons, for being there. Also, Robert's Balls Crew, Lulu Row by Tammy Litweiler, and, to all the fans that stuck around and watches all these races, thank you for being there. It's awesome when you learn that there's a lot of people watching you, and it makes it a little bit more nerve-wracking, because you're trying to perform in front of a crowd. So you can't do it without you guys, and without the Outcast and the admin team, and everybody here, including you, Adam, for being here. And thank you for putting on a awesome show. I got to go back and watch it now, even if I don't win the championship, but that's all right. I gave it my all, and I didn't take myself out, another person out tonight. So I feel really happy about that.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, solid performance. So, all right, well, you got a nice long break before we get down to season 4 with a new car. So, get some practice in, get ready for season 4, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Adam.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
Yep.
All right, folks, that was your podium guys. Kyle Franklin, Brandon Brock, Eric Johnson, 3 of the best in the business right there, finishing 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 in the point standing. So I don't know who's going to win yet. They gotta keep keeping us on our toes. But anyway, as we wrap things up tonight and for the rest of the season, we're going to be 3-4 week break before we get back to season 4. I just want to take a moment to say thank you to everyone watching at home, whether you've been with us all season or just tuned in tonight. Thank you for supporting this league and the broadcast. To all our sponsors, none of this is possible without you guys. Your support keeps this race competitive, these drivers on track, and this community growing week after week. And to the Outcast Motorsports community, and as me being a part of the Outcast Motorsport community, the drivers, the admins, officials, and everybody behind the scenes, thank you for your passion, the respect, and the effort that you bring to every single race night and any other day during the week, practicing with these other guys and helping the newer guys, hone on their skills. I mean, it speaks volumes about what you guys do behind the scenes. So this league is very special to me because of the people in it. And from all of us here at Outcast Motorsports Network, which is myself, it's been an honor to bring you this action this season and last season. And hopefully we can do it again very soon. Anyway, folks, I am the Glatt Dad here with Outcast Motorsports and Outcast Motorsports Network. Thanks for watching. Thanks for believing in us. And stay fast, stay clean, and as always, it's okay to be an outcast. We'll catch you guys soon. Take it easy.